Welcome everyone to Optics Academy. Here I explain everything in full detail on how you produce your designs and how to create designs, graphic designs. Don't worry, if you're a beginner, this is the right place for you to be. But basically it's for beginners, so we'll learn how to make designs, several designs using Photoshop. So if you have Photoshop on your system, good for you. If you don't have Photoshop on your system, man, you just have to look for a way to get a Photoshop on your system. Say we are now in a new environment. Photoshop is a very new environment to us because we don't know anything about Photoshop. This is my first time of getting into Photoshop and I'm seeing so many things. I'm confused. I don't really know where to click right now. I'm seeing so many tools and I don't know where to click. Don't worry about that. Just understand that we are in a new environment, and whenever you're in a new environment, you try to observe carefully. You try to observe your environment. You try to understand the rules, because every city, everywhere in the world has rules, so you have to understand the rules behind Photoshop. So if you're new, just have to install Photoshop on your system. Don't panic, just chill, calm down, just launch Photoshop and observe the screen. Just look at everything, right from the logo of the PS logo right here, the file, the edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, 3D view, Windows help, to select all the tools. Just don't click, just observe, just look at everything, because we are in a new environment. And believe you me, at the end of our class, you are very well assured of learning some. So if you have Photoshop on your system, good for you. If you don't have Photoshop on your system, you have to look for a way, man. Sorry, I can't help you with that. You have to look for a way and get yourself a Photoshop, so that we're going to start up with these lessons. And now, if you're in a new environment, in real life scenario, first of all, you have to understand your environment. Before you make any move, before you start jumping in, you have to understand your environment. And our new home is Photoshop. So we have to understand our environment. We have to understand Photoshop. We have to know what it's all about, what it does, the scope of it, the limitations, the do's and don'ts on Photoshop. So we need to understand all that. But man, I don't have time to be writing all that shit down. But let's just concentrate and understand. Okay, now we have Photoshop. There are things you're supposed to know. There are core things you're supposed to know. Photoshop is a pixel based designer. Photoshop is a pixel based designer. So you have to understand how to make use of Photoshop, so that it's going to give you great results. If you don't really know how to make use of it, sorry, your results going to be poor. So jump right in, leave a comment and join my class. Thank you very much.